We live in a world full of information, yet some of the most widely accepted facts are actually complete myths. Science has disproven them time and again, but the misconceptions stubbornly refuse to die. Take knuckle cracking, for example. You have probably been warned that cracking your knuckles will inevitably lead to arthritis. However, this is entirely untrue. The distinct popping sound isn't your bones grinding together. It is simply the sound of tiny gas bubbles forming and bursting inside the fluid of your joints, much like opening a fresh can of soda. There is zero evidence connecting this habit to long-term joint damage. A dedicated researcher, Dr. Donald Unger, even spent over 50 years cracking the knuckles on only his left hand while leaving his right hand alone. At the end of his multi-decade experiment, he found absolutely no difference in arthritis between his two hands. Major medical institutions like Harvard Health and Johns Hopkins confirmed that the habit is harmless, meaning the only real danger is annoying the people sitting next to you. Another common belief is that humans possess only 5 senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. In reality, saying we only have 5 senses is like claiming the alphabet only has 5 letters. Scientists agree that humans actually have somewhere between 14 and 20 distinct senses. For instance, you have equilibrioception, which is your sense of balance that keeps you standing upright. You also have proprioception, the awareness of where your body parts are in space without looking at them, which allows you to scratch your nose perfectly with your eyes closed. Other examples include thermoception, the ability to feel temperature, and nociception, the sense of pain. Each of these functions through its own dedicated neurological pathways, meaning your brain is processing a massive orchestra of sensory information every single second. When it comes to the animal kingdom, misconceptions are everywhere. One of the most common urban legends claims that humans swallow an average of 8 spiders every year while sleeping. This idea makes many people squirm, but it is biologically impossible. Spiders have no desire to be anywhere near your bed. They prefer dark, quiet, undisturbed corners. To a spider, a giant, noisy, vibrating mass signals immediate danger. The idea that a spider would willingly crawl into a dark, wet cave that breathes and moves is ridiculous. This entire myth was actually a hoax created in the 1990s specifically to prove how quickly people accept false information found online. Similarly, we have all been told that bulls are enraged by the color red, which is why matadors wave red capes during a bullfight. This is total nonsense because bulls are dichromatic, meaning they are red-green colorblind. They see the world primarily in shades of blue, violet, and yellow. A matador's cape could be any color and it would produce the exact same reaction. The bull is not provoked by the color itself, but rather by the constant whipping motion of the cloth being waved directly in front of its face. The red color is purely for show, designed to make the spectacle look more dramatic for the human audience. Even the phrase "blind as a bat" is completely inaccurate. Bats can see perfectly fine. They possess small, highly sensitive eyes that are remarkably efficient at navigating through the darkness. While they are famous for utilizing echolocation, their natural version of sonar, they actually rely on a combination of both vision and echolocation to get around. Echolocation helps them detect tiny details, like a moth flying through the air, while their eyes are used for the big picture, such as spotting trees, buildings, or finding their way across large distances. Finally, consider the ultimate misconception about human origins, the belief that humans evolved directly from chimpanzees. This misunderstanding completely misrepresents the mechanics of evolution. We did not evolve from chimps, rather we share a common ancestor. Think of it like an extended family tree. You and your cousin share a common grandparent, but you did not evolve from your cousin. Around 6 to 7 million years ago, a single ancestral species split into 2 separate evolutionary paths. One line eventually led to modern chimpanzees, while the other led to modern humans. While we do share 98% of our DNA with chimps, our evolutionary journeys ran parallel to each other, creating a complex web of life rather than a straight line.